We played at a festival last summer, and we finished playing, and some people were standing at the front after the gig to kind of meet us, and this girl was just standing at this railing, just sobbing to herself, and so I went up to her and was like, "Well, you're right," and she was like, "I'm so happy," and kept crying. And I was like, "Oh, don't cry, that's not nice." And then I went to hug her, and as I hugged her, she went completely hysterical, and was like just inconsolable. So we we were packing
he came
down
backstage and found me and was like, "Kyle, there's a girl outside really crying. Just go out and meet her." And as I walked up to her, she started crying. So we came back and we're like, Will, guys. And so we'd wait until she stopped.
And we'd
send someone else out.
Then she just calmed down, and then Will went out for the hug.
And I went and she was not bothered.
Yeah, she was like, "Who are you?"
In the band?
Yeah, no.
I like the Italian fan who met you.
We were sort of behind this barrier, and all these fans were coming to meet us. And this one girl walked up to me, and she went, "You, ciao." She couldn't get her words out. I was like, "Oh, bye." So good.
Also, a couple of days ago, there was a girl trying to take a photo of me and Kyle, who was obviously a bit nervous, and she's shaking so much that she couldn't take the photo, and in the end she just gave up. She kept looking, "Oh, no." And I said, she just gave up. She had this really blurry, and it was really sweet.
we were laughing, our friend was laughing.
She was laughing. It was...
Oh, God.
I think we all feel really lucky to be busy and to be travelling and stuff, but it's so different. I think because we're musicians, innately we're quite lazy, so it's quite weird to be. We at the moment we love it, but we're working like all the time. We don't really have any days off. Like our manager was like, "I booked you some time off at Christmas," and we're like, "Oh, cool, great." So I guess we kind of just miss like normal life back home, and we miss our friends and family. And
the correct answer is our girlfriends. We miss them.
God.
But it's kind of, we might only be doing this for a year, so we feel really lucky anyway. So we're not complaining.
Rock and roll stereotype number 1.
And number 2.
2, and then that one. Oh. So if you're gonna get tattoos, get all bad ones. Why get a good one, eh?
No, I've got any piercings.
I used to have my eyebrow pierced.
I've got my ear pierced.
I used to have loads of earrings, eyebrow, and lip. Weird little dreadlocks.
Where, what, middle lip?
Middle lip.
You nut job.
Little plaited hair, tattoos. I'm really cool.
We sing a bit and
Drink a bit of whiskey.
And listen to just like trap music and just loud music, and sort of try and get in the mood, because it's quite weird being in a little backstage room and then suddenly walking out in front of loads of people. So I guess just try and get ourselves, I think, try and not think about the fact that we've got a gig for as long as possible, and then 15 minutes beforehand be like, and try and get ourselves in the mood. That's pretty much our
Pre-gig ritual.
Pompeji is about the Italian city Pompeji, that was wiped out by a volcano quite a long time ago. When the volcano wiped a lot of people out, they were sort of preserved in the pose in which they died, and the images are quite famous. And I've been looking at them in a book, and just kind of thought it would be weird, to write a kind of. I just imagined a conversation between two of these people who've been sort of frozen, and they're just having a chat, just talking about the city and their lives and stuff. So it's a really depressing song, but then I think we tried to make the production really epic and have it sort of reflect the magnitude of the situation. Laura Palmer is, I guess, sort of about escapism and running away from your problems, but kind of channeled through, and maybe sort of like slightly losing touch with any sort of feeling. again, really happy stuff.
I didn't know that.
Something emotionless and dead.
but it was massively inspired by the character of Laura Palmer from Twin Peaks, and so it's sort of about her, but I guess more generally just about kind of running away from stuff and escapism. Yeah, and a nice excuse to clunkily reference my favourite TV show. I don't think the lyrics aren't that personal. I kind of, because a lot of them are sort of, in my mind, they're stories. They're sort of about imagined people or other people, but I guess it's informed by stuff that I think and things that have happened to me. But yeah, I think, comes from observing like myself, other people, like culture, films and books, all that kind of stuff. It's not like a very calculated process, so it kind of, a lot of the time I'll just like a line will pop into my head and then the song just ends up being about that because I don't think about it too much.
You always see him sneaking off with his phone. We'll all be chatting and he'll go off and goes, come back and just perfectly normal. Do it. He's over there. Just like that.
I remember like I was in like a sort of club thing in London with my mates, like sort of drinking and stuff, and the bass line for Bad Blood just popped into my head. And I had to go into the toilets and find a cubicle and try and sing it to myself in the toilet. I'm so weird.
The first time Dan ever played me Bad Blood, he'd recorded the demo, we hadn't recorded any vocals yet. So on his phone, he dragged me off, we were out drunk on Oxford Street in London, like the busiest street, and he dragged me behind a bin and we had to squat down while he played on his phone and sang at me this new song. So I was like, it's great. Wicked, mate. So that was a bit weird. Basically, Dan's an odd guy.
Odd fellow.
It just really likes playing music out of the phone. Why not? And singing. You're doing a little karaoke session. Private big
You
karaoke.
pay money for that now.
I lost all my memories last night. Even from like London and stuff.
My everlasting memory from Berlin will be that I met George Clooney last night, randomly.
Oh yeah.
And that's not even a lie. It's just in a lift. Bumped into him.
You lucky bastard.
He's beautiful. And his dad was there. He's also really handsome. Good
Like
genes.
George.
Yeah, old George.
We're on first name terms now.
Yeah, George.
I went to the park, like an abandoned theme park. What's it called? Spree Park. Spree Park. Oh, terrible. In my English accent, I went to Spree Park, which was wicked. I'd seen it in a film called Hannah, and it was just very cool.
Mine was a sexy party.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys missed it.
I'm upset.
I got blindfolded.
I got blindfolded, and then they take you through this room, and it was like, hey. And then it walked around, I was like, whoa. I'm going to go back this way. That was good, though.
Yeah, that's that club again.
Yeah, but I don't know how... I'm kidding. What was yours?
I went to McDonald's at Checkpoint Charlie, but I thought it was quite a charming memorial to the fall of communism that they slapped a McDonald's on it, like, fuck you, communism. Have a burger.
You put that on the t-shirt.